Okay, welcome to week 2 of CIS102, fall 2011. I want to highlight some things here on the course page. We've got a new feature for online discussion. If you do see that I'm online here, you can chat instantly with me. Also, just a reminder, check your email at least once a day, probably a good idea for any messages from myself or other classmates. Let's go ahead and jump into week 2. You're going to be performing the first CD lab, the new perspective lab, operating a personal PC. In this lab, there's a how-to CD lab when you open up the Dropbox. Make sure and read that. When you put the CD in your CD-ROM drive of your computer, it's going to start up automatically the new perspectives on CD. You'll get a prompt for tracking options. You'll want to click cancel. It'll immediately take you to chapter 1. To navigate the CD, all you need is go to contents and you can go to any one of the chapters. This week is computers and digital basics, and you'll be doing a new perspectives lab. Every week will have or every chapter will have a new perspectives labs, and that's what you'll be doing. The new perspective lab is reading and doing both. You'll see a little red play button on the perspectives lab. This week it's operating a personal computer. When you click play, the lab begins. And you'll advance through topics 1 through 5. The first topic shows how to start a PC, what to turn on first, what happens during a boot process, how to know when the boot process is complete, when a computer is in sleep mode or standby mode, and how to get out of sleep mode. And as you note, as you're reading through here, it highlights certain areas that it's talking about, and sometimes has you do it, like this here. So this is click on the power button of the monitor, then the computer. And as you advance all the way through the topics, there's also questions, which I'm going to go through real quick here. At the end, you'll exit, and it'll give you the score of your lab. This is a portion here that you want to do a screenshot of and save that to your desktop and upload it into Eagle for the Dropbox for the CD lab. So I'll go ahead and do one here to show you an example of it. Highlighted the CD lab. We'll go to our course conference here. And it's chapter 1. How to operate a PC. If you're not exact in the spelling of the title, that's okay, but make sure at least put the chapter and the number of the chapter. And then to insert the image, here's what we want to click on here. We're going to insert an image, browse out, hitting the browse server button, browse again, and you'll go to the desktop of your computer. And you're going to find the screenshot that you saved. I'll go ahead and click on this, one of these here, just to show you. I'll grab a sample image. You'll upload the screenshot, click OK, and then click Submit. It'll then tell you if you're successful or not. And then at the bottom of your submission, it will show your subject, the date and time you submitted it, and your name. So that's the CD lab. The next one we'll go over is the week 2 discussion. The purpose of this is to get everyone reading each other's posts and getting to know each other's thoughts on the different computer topics. This one's just describing how you use your computer in daily life, and post your response, and if you want to reply to others, you can do so as well. So that's the discussion. And then the week 2 chapter 1 quiz. Let me show you what that looks like. You'll click on the link here. It is open book and not timed. It says here you have, it's worth 20 points. Maximum number of attempts is 3. Time limit 5 minutes. Review full. So I click begin now. Just remind you of being the time limit. Pay attention to that as you're taking the quiz. It is open book. As you scroll down and answer, hit submit. It'll review the correct answers and incorrect answers and tell you the correct answer. And then it'll show you finally the attempt that you took. I always tell students to look at your last attempt prior to taking the next one. Again, up to 3 attempts, maximum number of attempts is 3, and you get the highest score out of the 3. So that's a quiz. So just to recap real quick, for this week you got the Chapter 1 CD lab, operating a personal PC, week 2 discussion, and week 2 chapter 1 quiz, operating PC. If you do have any questions, as always, you can click the communicate tab here and email me. You can also check to see if I'm online on Meebo and ask me a question there. Otherwise, let's have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week.